Hi all, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I want to continue on my mental health series. In this episode I will talk about depression. Okay, so first off, some depression symptoms. Feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness or hopelessness. Angry outbursts, irritability or frustration, even over small matters. Loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities, such as sex, hobbies or sports. Sleep disturbances, including insomnia or sleeping too much. Tiredness and lack of energy, so even small tasks take extra effort. Reduced appetite and weight loss or increased cravings for food and weight gain. Anxiety, agitation or restlessness. Slowed thinking, speaking or body movements. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt, fixating on past failures or self-blame. Trouble thinking, concentrating, making decisions and remembering things. Frequent or recurrent thoughts of death, suicidal thoughts, suicide attempts or suicide. Unexplained physical problems such as back pain and headaches. What causes depression? It can be a combination of genetics and environment. If you have a genetic predisposition towards depression, for example, if several people in your family have a history of depression, you are more likely to develop it. As well, if you're subjected to trauma during long periods of time during your childhood, it seems to put a bad seed in your brain, and you will more likely develop depression at trigger points in your life. I can see a big link between shame and depression. Shame is very rooted in emotional, physical and sexual abuse during childhood. Some triggers for depression can be conflict, death, a separation, serious illness, chronic pain, and loss of income. I also need to mention that women are about twice as likely to develop depression during a life, so there seems to be some hormonal factors as well. Oftentimes people with depression get suicidal ideation, but sometimes it gets projected outwards, so they can get homicidal ideation instead. For examples, you can look at some school shootings in USA. Uh, Perpetrators had depressions and acted out violently instead. Here are a couple of examples on how depressed people can look. The first is pretty straightforward. Uh, it shows flat affect, no emotion, very little movement in the face, poor showing of facial expressions, and also you can see in the eye they look kind of dead. The other examples can be more misleading. Basically it's psychological defense mechanisms. So when you feel very empty inside and very sad and worthless, you can make more jokes and laugh more to regulate your emotions. So basically it's about trying to elevate your mood a bit because you are so low, and also you want to elevate mood of people around you so they feel better. For example, even in Auschwitz outside the gas chambers, people were trying to get each other to feel a bit better by making jokes and laughing, just to decrease the bad feelings they were having. It is noteworthy that people in comedy oftentimes have problems with severe depression. This ladder of escalation is a very important model. Oftentimes, suicidal ideation is discussed as a step that is very close to completed suicide, but in fact there are several steps in between. We start with the steps: low-spirited, then comes hopelessness, then comes insignificance, you feel like nothing matters. After that comes a death wish, you want to die. And then comes suicidal ideation, you start thinking about suicide. And then you wish to complete it. And then comes the planning stage. You can plan on which method you are going to use and when you are going to commit suicide and so forth. After that comes suicide preparation. For example, you can buy a foldable chair and a rope, and also some people give away very expensive property to friends and family. Thereafter, there is a suicide attempt and or a completed suicide. When I make videos on these heavy topics, I will always mention that it might not seem like it now, but it can get a lot better. And I also will include phone numbers to suicide prevention hotlines in different countries in the description. I hope you find the content interesting. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.